All right, your title for today is mapping diagrams, and we're going to use these mapping diagrams to decide whether or not a set of points is a function or not. So first, let's talk about what a function is. So a function has ordered pairs that can be used to show inputs and outputs. So when you're looking at points, all of the x values are inputs, and all of the y values are outputs. So let's go ahead and write this first sentence down. So you need to pause and get this part written down. A relation pairs inputs with outputs. A relation can be represented by ordered pairs, so like this list above, or by using a mapping diagram, which is our main focus for today. So when I use a mapping diagram, I have an oval for my x's and an oval for my y's. And you don't repeat numbers even if they repeat in the points. So up here I have 0, 1, and 2. So I'm going to put those in there. But if, for instance, I had two 2's, I'd still only write it once. Then here for my y's, I have 1, 2, and 4. And then you connect the ones that go together. So 0 goes with 1, 1 goes with 2, and 2 goes with 4. All right, so I need you to pause and write this sentence down and draw this mapping diagram. All right, list the ordered pairs in the mapping diagram. So essentially we're doing the opposite of what we just did. So 0 goes with 0, so that'll be the point 0, 0. We have 2, 1, 2, negative 2, and 4, negative 3. Okay, over here we have 1, 3. We have 2, 6. We have 3, 9. And 4, 12. A relation that pairs each input with one output is a function. So this is really what our goal is in this unit, is to identify what a function is. If any input is used more than once, then the relation is not a function. Okay, so again, I want you to pause and write these two sentences down. And this is really the goal of this unit for us. Right, so what that means when you're looking at a mapping diagram, if any input is used more than once, means there's more than one arrow. Okay, and that only matters for the inputs. Okay, it doesn't matter if an output has 2 arrows, it only matters if an input has 2 arrows. So here, if I'm looking at my inputs, it says 1 arrow, 1 arrow, 1 arrow, 1 arrow. So this is a function. But on this one, 1 arrow, 1 arrow, this has 2 arrows right here. So this is not a function. Okay, so it can only have 1 arrow per number. Now it's okay that 10 has 2 pointing to it because we don't care if the outputs repeat, we only care if the inputs repeat. All right, so let's do a couple more examples. So does the mapping diagram show a function? So again, we're looking for 1 arrow on your input. So here, 2 arrows, not a function. Here, 1 arrow, 1 arrow, 1 arrow, 1 arrow. That's all good. So this is a function. All right, you can now raise your hand and get your homework assignment.